Hour. My name is Navalda Kaikai, and I'm in the hostess. They welcome everybody. They say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the globe. Welcome one more time. Do ya they ask una for share the link una use for join, una share and for we so that other people can go join we and can listen to what we get for share with una today. Una can reach we on any of we social media platform them, and the results then they right there on the screen for now. We they on Facebook, we they on X, we they on LinkedIn, we they on WhatsApp, and we also get some phone number there if una want call in for reach we and ask a question live. If una the call by WhatsApp, una for use the number +232 75052 135. And if una the call from Europe or North America, una can use the number 1778 732 2180. Thank you and welcome to the Unify Hour. I get a panel with me today. On the panel, we get Mr. Usman Kamar. Mr. Usman.
Hello, Pambulem. How would you do? Nakuche.
We get Mrs. Abby Pierre.
Hello, afternoon, and hope so now they do well.
And we they hope say very soon we go get Dr. Richard Conte for join we. So as usual, they go straight into we discussions for the day. Again, I just want to remind you, say please do not share the link so that we will get more people to join we and can listen live and also get opportunity for asking question. I want to encourage everybody also, dear, wherever una day, na the platform there, una send una comment to them because we will see them. All right. So I want to start with we party, the mighty APC. APC now we all party, APC big pass any one individual, APC big pass anything. It's an entity in and of itself, and it's a mighty entity. And I want to say there's a mindset, a pervasive mindset we seem for just grip majority, a lot of supporters, grassroots, as well as other levels of support alike. They seem for say, we as a party for put a hold on everything. We for just day at a standstill until we hear the outcome of the tripartite committee then work and we get a decision handed down about the decision or the recommendation there we they make. And I want to ask you, I want to throw this question to you first, Mr. Mege. What's your take on this?
Valda, thank you so much again. Pambulem, I tell you all, thank you. God bless you all. I say Leone, in spite of what's they go on, and the APC being an opposition at this time. But again, me just want to say it's not over. The 2023 elections lead to Bintumani, lead to tripartite committee, and then they still try to make some recommendation to the government in the moving forward. So it's not over. But again, in politics, after the election results are announced, the next preparation for the next election starts. It starts with the one that we win. It starts with the one that we not win. So for me, my own opinion, if it matters, I feel it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and you don't have one than to have an opportunity and you're not prepared. So APC, which I try to say in short, let we prepare ourselves just in case if things not happen the way we feel safe for happen, we for be prepared. 2028 supposedly for be the next election season. But we get the tripartite to go on and which over it, 2023 over it because they still get the tripartite. But that doesn't mean if you get intention for run or you want to get into government, you not put them to prepare now. Because we don't get too much time, actually. We don't get too much time as a party, and certain things get for happen, convention get for come, candidate get for be selected or elected, and then also we get forget in time for begin campaign. You know, we procrastinate. The last several years, procrastination is the seed to self-destruction. Because we've been procrastinate, we wait last minute for select or for elect somebody for be flag bearer. We not get too much campaign time. Because we procrastinate and wait for last minute for say, oh, this person get to see me, not for qualify for one. We see the effect of that. So we for learn from the past and say, for now we prepare ourselves now. We not get too much time. So my own take, nothing stops. The day the results were announced, that's the set for another election preparation. For now, I can stop here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kamara. Mrs. Pierre, I want to throw the same question to you. What's your take on this?
Thank you, Madam Valda. Listen, I understand how side they come from, and I want to look at it two-way. And I'll say the people that don't go give them votes, and the result what they expect, not what they get. And they expect, say, this tripartite committee, they can put things in order. And I understand that, honestly, Osai they come off from. But at the same time, I also want for encourage we people then for say, tripartite, no tripartite, we life get for go on. And are they full support of the tripartite? But whatever decisions they can with, we not even know waiting at the decisions that we then get for come with. It's possible say then go say rerun. It's possible say well now recommendation for the future. It's possible say because it's possible say then go say okay well APC now winner. But there is three options there. The three options are it's either we rerun, it's either we wait, or it's either maybe Mada go back, well maybe four or other than say Samora. So all these options we get for where, and we don't know the exact one we get for coming. So that make for me, I will say let we not sit down. We get for prepare whatever the decision we they make. So we not get time really. What if, for example, they say, oh, well the result is wrong, let's rerun. Do we have time? And at that time, they will go for the grapple around for see waiting for do, for see that will campaign, for see that they do all of that. No. Now that make we need for as a party, this is a time now a resting phase where we for strategize, where we for look at the errors as much as the tripartite they investigate, but we also have to look, say what did we do wrong? Where did we go wrong? Which area did we not secure? So that we can work on those things. So this issue now will happen again. Let me take on this.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Pierre. I certainly agree with you. Say, yeah, we for review, we strategy them, and some of the work and some of the things the way we see, say, we not been do too well and try for find ways for improve. In fact, now Malcolm X, I believe, say the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Yeah, so definitely, I agree with all two sentiments that the Patina for just sit down and stay at a standstill. We for move on. We for begin for prepare for the future, and whatever that future looks like, we should be ready to receive it when it comes. I want to turn my attention a little bit to some of the stuff where they go on now with economy. I mean, today March 2nd, yesterday March 1st, we know say the new airport fees come into effect. So the airport entrance fee was $25 in and out per individual. We make you travel expense just for using the airport, $50. Then they not count your transportation from the airport to the main Freetown. We can range anywhere from $40 to $60 depending on the transport way you use. So we're looking at close to at least before March 1st, where they look at least $60 one way. So for in and out, 120 at the very least. Let me look on that way, 125. Now the airport fee don't go up by an extra $10 in and out. We mean say you're paying $70 in and out for using the airport, and you also get for pay your transportation for come from airport to the main Freetown land. I want for just ask una how una they see this they impact travel na salon. I want to throw this question first to you, Mrs. Pierre.
Yeah. So it's I want to say these people are jokers, because even when the transportation or the airport fee wasn't that high, when the fee for Obama, I'm saying Obama, for COVID, when they were charging that fee, people were complaining, a lot of people. And I know I complain. If you have 4 family, that's a lot of money. You can use that money for something else. So guess what? Then get people then get for the travel na road. I think now that get for happen with this cost so high, because like, what if I go for pay that amount just for the airport? What about the flights? And you know what thing get for happen? The flights price get for go up too, because the plane that we get for come, I'm sure they say they get fees that wouldn't get for pay for that. So all of that, when you factor that alone, right now flight fee by itself without the airport is expensive compared to we neighboring countries them. So guess what? The profits, Guinea, Liberia, I think for Mika, I think for enjoyer. People we get for see people that already go by road, and we already there. Yeah, it's not even a news. So whoever is making this decision, honestly, they need to take a step back. I'm not sure how they run in this country, and it's very upsetting, Madam Valda, because they don't listen. If I've heard other radio stations talk about it, they are making decisions and they're not they listen to the people. They're not they listen to waiting people then they feel and waiting people then think about it. They're not they listen to waiting economists then they think about all of this. And now we get for affect the people then, So of course it get for be a problem for that amount. Say people they're not going for gold and going for lose a lot of people. I even hear you say me own thing self was if we not Leone's, I have a problem with that. If we not Leone start with currency, why are we using dollars? And you say even at the airport, you have to use dollars to buy food. And for me, that is problematic. It is really a problematic thought for me. I will stop here.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Pierre. Mr. Maguire, I want to throw the same question to you.
Yeah, Valda, for promote economic growth in any country, you want encourage investment, you want create jobs, and also you want encourage exportation of anything want to do with industry, manufacture, exportation. So investment, encouraging investment, investors for come in, or even the Sierra Leoneans in diaspora for come home and invest in the country. The gateway is the airport. So if you begin to raise taxes, the mere fact that they even change this airport, create something totally bogus, it's really not economically sound. But again, I know they blame the government. And they blame them, but they blame them. Because you see, they say, we're picking away in Papa in Tosis, now hope they eat in ways. There are certain things where you're not good at, get people away good at it. Okay? If the average people, whether at the NRA or the economic machine at Sierra Leone, go ask the average Sierra Leonean, that might mean a market, then go to tell and say, the economy is not right. Things are very expensive. Things are going up. So we have to be careful for raise taxes. But then they raise taxes without even consulting, not even know the consumer, not even know what's in the app in the reality. So if you go to the airport, really raising that money, then they feel say because you come from abroad, you have enough money, so $20-$30 is not a big deal. But it is a big deal because for coming at 25 before, for going at 25, that's 50. Now added on the taxes where you don't put for the airline for the ticket. So now you don't raise the one with the commoner, we own pockets them 35, now at 70 instead of 50. Then you don't add another 400 and something on top of the ticket where the airline get for charge for ticket price. So you don't begin to discourage people the way one can salon, for can even invest where the gateway don't become expensive. So for me, really, honestly, I don't know if the people that really want to run the country or they just do whatever they want. But again, you get to look at it again. This is their second term. Maybe they just want to damage everything and left and go. So whoever can pick up the pieces. I don't know what their intention. I don't know. But I'm not an economist, but I know simple mathematics. If you spend more than you make, you're in debt. And for reduced debt, it help your economy. It help inequality, it help for reduce poverty. And Sierra Leone is so poor at this stage, economically we know for the raise taxes or raise things them up without consultation and even asking the grassroots, how can this affect UNA? Even we were the type we love we country so much and they fly there every time, 2-3 times a year. I mean, $35, yes, for me maybe not a big deal, but for other people it might be a big deal. That's $70 what nobody expect for spend. And this idea of spending dollars at the airport, we are leones, not dollars. So why are we spending dollars instead of leones? Water, what they buy across the water at na Priton for 5,000. When I go to Lunga Airport, na 45,000. Then at $2 for one bottle of water, why they buy less than 25 cents na Freetown. So when you go to the airport, I don't know if it's run by Turkish. So I don't know what Sierra Leone has with the Turkish and Chinese and Russian. I don't know. I'm just speculating. If the airport is run by Turkish and they're selling water for 45,000, when I can buy water for 5,000 at Freetown, I mean, just go to show. Are you looking at attracting investors, or are you looking at discouraging them from coming in? And when the investors come in, they create the jobs and then create the industries, and then we able to stable the economy. For me, I don't understand. Again, na my own 2 cents standing. You know they raise taxes and put more burden on your people and expect for stabilize your economy. You know they work that way. So whoever is doing the calling, the NRA or whoever is in charge of economy in Sierra Leone, I don't know. They're messing up big time, and the people are grumbling.
Yeah, and they're aware of that. I want to come in to say we forget about the boats and the ferries fee that is going to increase also. So yes, that is not only the airport and whatever we're doing, because the people where they on the boats get some income out of it, you know.
And I just want to ask a follow-up question with that. All them fee there come about because of this new terminal. I know say some man go tell me saying a new airport, but as far as me see, it's a new terminal at the airport. So this, if they try for pay back the debt where we owe for this new terminal, and people then they run away from using the airport when it look like say they want to generate the income for this payback. How is that going to work? Because the source of income, when the passenger the way they travel, and every other airport in the world, they also get their source of income from the passenger the way they travel. In other day, because as we know, people then they run away from using Lunge, then they go use the neighboring countries and travel by road for kind. So how is this income going to be generated? Are we therefore going to see another rise? How when I see this they go?
Yeah, well, Valda, if you can talk about how the income going to be generated, they are capitalizing on foreigners coming in. Okay, because the average Sierra Leonean not to go to Lunge. The average Sierra Leonean not to go to Lunge unless we get few people in Sierra Leone that can able to afford flying out of Lunge in and out like that. So then they capitalize on the tourists or the people that are coming in. But they're coming in, they're thinking, well, they're coming in, they're making business, so we charge them $35. All right. So you drain that source. Okay, it's too expensive. Look at your economy, look at the average piece in a salon, and then you make airport. First of all, the airport was a mess. They don't do this airport deal anyway. That's all because of politics. But again, I'm just one Sierra Leonean that has a concern for my country, and I did speak from a Sierra Leonean experience. I mean, they fly into Sierra Leone 3-4 times a year. Okay, so then they capitalize on people that really fly in for bringing that revenue, while the average Sierra Leonean, well, let's say 6 million of them cannot afford it. Maybe the country get 8 million, maybe 2 million or 1 million Sierra Leoneans maybe can afford it. And the other 6-7 million cannot afford to fly to Lunge, so they'll go to Guinea or whatever. Anyway, I just to say it's not the right thing to do. Then they look every avenue for get money, everywhere they can get money, they want to get money. But it's wrong. You're putting burden on the people, on the average people. And remember, it's all going back to the consumer. When are the average people in Sierra Leone? Because I don't pay me airline ticket, I don't pay me tax, I don't come with my business and all that stuff. I get for get my money back. So I get for charge a little higher, and then people are not able to afford for pay for my goods and services. Then that discourage me. Then I don't come again with those goods and services. So you see how it's a domino effect. So
Yes.
I don't see why there's no encouraging investors. Instead, they add more burden.
Indeed. Okay, I go call on Mrs. Pierre. If you want to weigh in on this a little.
So I,
Because
like I
for
said,
me, it sounds like it almost sounds like they defeat the purpose. But yeah, please weigh in on this for me, Mrs. Pierre.
of course, a lot of studies have shown tourism get very great impacts in Africa. I think now based on that, when I'm thinking about it, now based on that, they want for get this money back. Of course, tourism in Africa now a big deal, but we get for look salon, we get for look. Then they focus on the airports, thinking, oh, we go able get money from people the way they camp, but then not they look at all the things that we're missing at the country. You know, like right now they first with the first about at the area about I'm sorry, at the area about, give me 1 minute, this is my computer. Okay, all right, sorry about that. So yeah, so they want for based on that, but you know what thing for Apple, Madam Valda, they're not going able to pay that money. And the one proverb they would then say munku na market to sell. What thing that mean is the one way in price low at the market, now they all man they go. And you will put your price up, by the time you don't sell one, that man when at the munku you don't sell past 20. So then go for the thing, they go for the evaluate. And as much as in the base, like Mr. Kamara say, on the tourism, on the foreigners, the way they can, but other things, then they not only this airport, while we think about, we're going to make foreigners not kind of salon. There's a lot of stuff going on, like blackouts and other things that they need for work on, for let Sierra Leone become attractive, for let we able for pay this airport. If me not say I go pay that amount in the airport and why I gonna blackout, I go sleep, I will not do it. So yeah, so they need for rethink honestly and go back and consult professionals. I like that way Mr. Miguel say. I think they need for consult professional then for rethink, for see how this money will be paid back. Because if not, so that we will be in debt for a while, you know. So I'll stop here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mrs. Pierre. There's another angle where I think that Mr. Usman Kamar mentioned he talked about it's on term saying when at the second term then just want to destroy everything and move on. And to me, what they say is that whatever they can take over for a runway country, go there on a rescue mission. Let we look small into Dandy. Waiting a rescue mission like this kind of rescue mission go look like where they deal with incessant blackout. And why they talk about blackout, I mean power failure. For the one they will not understand what they call blackout. Power failure. There's no consistent power supply, and in addition to that, the cost of electricity they go up exorbitantly. The cost for get electricity that goes, they go up exorbitantly. So, and we not see any commensurate service expansion or service improvement. How then they impact people there?
Yeah, Valda, let me go back. When this government come, they meet at the coffers, if I'm not mistaken, over $800 million. And when they come, then give them money over $40-50 million. And then they give them another money. Of course, the MCC package, you know how much that they cost. Now we are down in the hole. You understand what I'm saying? Economically, we're down in the hole. So that little reserve we get, we don't begin spend pana now. In other words, they can say, we teach somebody, say, keep 6 months of expenditure on your bank as emergency fund. So when something go wrong, maybe you can't go down, something happy, we not get, you go there, go get money and take care of them. Always make sure you get 6 months ahead of your bills. Now then Western world, they thoughts dandy. In Sierra Leone, that little call for we get, when something go happen and go, we don't go inside the day, not the game of the drain and so now. So we not get no backup. So now they're struggling to find money. You see, We depend on donors. But he who paid the pipers, dictate the tune.
Mm-hmm.
So now make this tripartite, it's not over. He who paid the piper dictate the tune. So we go see until we not donor economy, then the way they support the economy for their own. If they sit on the railroad everything SFC, now they get for call the tune of the day at the end of the day. So now make na tripartite, now then three parts did it. APC day, SFPP day, then the donor then day. So at the end of the day, you what they pay the piper and I they call the kind tune we want. So we'll all watch how this tripartite they fold out. But all of the try for say, then deplete waiting be done, then be don't meet. They don't deplete waiting left inside it. Now then they go down at the drain. All right. So something that they have been talking about at the beginning, say, the king will in Papa and Trosses, then he said, I hope they eat in waste. Me not to economist, but I know say if you spend more than what you make, you go into debt. And if you keep going into debt, now you go till you crash. The external factors they affect you right now, Sierra Leone, the dollar rates don't go up, everything don't go up. You give somebody $20 right now at salon, $20 na 500,000. Can you imagine that? $20 na 500,000 leons. And the average salary for person at salon right now na 800 or 600 or 700, I think. Can you imagine? It's like $25 or $30 per month. And rest na 900,000. Now you go figure that math. Then they pay you 800,000. Lord be nice. 800,000 for watchman, but rest na 900,000. So you're not even able to buy one bag recipe na house for you picking it. Can you imagine? And with people in the cities, then they see Amo, then they drive, then they see the Begaman and Bokuna Salon, then they drive, then they see the EDSA, the lights don't go up. You cannot pay the boat. When they can then say that boat na bad deal with APC. That same boat and then jump out. When they can then say that toll gates na bad deal with APC. Now that the toll gate they want get money. Me, I don't understand. All of the try for say somebody they will not really think of the average Sierra Leonean. Then they make decision impunity. Like somebody described them as ignorant and arrogant. Really? Something where you don't know, not put your hand there. Like this, let them call experts, them, and then can rescue we. So the rescue mission as Sierra Leone, we need somebody, we get common sense, we get love and compassion for people, we get come and think of the average man and say, if rest na 900, let not pay that man 800. Who say they get other 100? Not to tip for them, call it a Lego tip, so last stop so forth.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for that. Mrs. Pierre, you want to weigh in on that, Andy?
Yeah. So when you owe somebody, now that person they owe you, now I own you. So it's a very sad way we they go into treaties or ties or debts or whatever it is with Chinese and Turkish or whose other continents they are in that country there. So it kind of sad because if we're not able to pay them, now then therefore they go on the short. So for answer your question, the kind of person we get for rule, now person we really need wisdom for able for calm because we're already in the hole, Mr. Mege. It's not even a future. We are already in it, and that's why they're trying to pull their head off it. That's why they are increasing prices everywhere, in the boats, in the sheep, in the rice, in the farm, wherever it is. The pan in aid must come out, and then the pan also, because in the past 5 years, the money we left, they're not using well, and now they don't stock. So the only way we then get, when they say then get, and now for attack the small person, because if you dey raise prices like that, where Gary when we own homemade food, a high pass less Gary of all things, Gary right now the price now expensive, so they want for pull aid right now. So it therefore take a lot from the person, because when we are in debt, it affects the country economy, they affect the growth. And like I say, the people that way we own and then get for one the shots. If they can, they ask you, say, hey, they make enough payments, so based on the agreements, guess what? You get for find ways how that payments they will be met. And I think 9 and they right now. But make sure say they meet all the agreements and they so right now they increase price. And not only that, then say one forgets on their own pockets. They want forget small thing. They want for keep up to the lavish lifestyle and all of that stuff. Then picking and they expensive schools, they need for pay for all of that. So So now I make now the small man I get for suffer for all of that. So I just hope say that you think, and I hope say in order fight against some and order fight for the tripartite committee for come out and make their your recommendation, and let we move on. Honestly, me I tired because it's too much. Any day when you call salon, there's one thing, and you know, even also a happy story. It's a sad one. I will stop here.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Spear. Thank you, Mr. Kamara. I want to stay on this a little bit more because by recent estimates, and I will make a disclaimer now, I not really do me own personal research. I just see what in they circulate on social media. Apparently, we public debt now 95% of we GDP, and the GDP of INSEF don't fall by a full percentage point over the last 5 years. We no say salon no get money. We no say we no seem forget sources of generating income, because whenever a country in GDP fall, it means to say then they import more than they export. So they not get a net income. And then corresponding to this, we they see price increases all over. We they see fuel prices don't go up. Electricity prices, what we just they talk about, they go up. Airport prices, they go up. Everything in the country, everyday commodities, food, they go up. But salaries not they go up correspondingly. How people then they survive na this country? We all get fumble them na salon. How people then they survive? Wanna help me with this one, Mr.
Valda,
Yes.
Valda, I love to go around the beach when I'm in Sierra Leone. One day when I go around, I see so many boats fishing, local boats from Tombo. I called the guy with me. I said, man, we get over 50 boats out there fishing. Wow, fish the numbers. Today, down the way around the beach area, I will tell you, few or even non-boat you see out there. Because I don't get money for buy the fuel for go out there. You understand? And we people and live on fish. Like me, when I talk to us, so my mama sell in na Dove Court for pay me school fee for like go school. So I know where the fishmonger they suffer. Right now, the fisherman don't get money for buy fuel for go out for go fishing. Now that's how bad the economy is in Sierra Leone right now. EDSA, then they raise them up, and then they cut them back. So the average, then the phone, the data, the average Saloma no get money for buy data. Transportation costs don't go up. Rest don't go up. The average necessities, water no they blackout. That mommy, when they make cold water for sale, it no get light for light in freezer. Now in economy don't done because it no get cold water for sale. It die in ginger beer way be they make it package, I put on a freeze, it turn ice, it go sell. You know they would do it again. We people, I don't know if we government, then they for the people bar or then they for themselves. Because on then they would build 4-5 hosts them at a stretch right now. So then they would fly in and out of Lunge, and the average Sierra Leonean no get money for buy one bag rice. It is very sad for see we economy and see we people and they suffer the way then they suffer so. And they not be they suffer so if the government not greedy. Not greedy. One man the thief how much billion, then they can put on a table and display them. 2-3 man and don't thief billions. The average Saloma not get 1 million. You understand? So it really not out of wickedness and then lack of compassion. They're not able to see the average man, and then they know, and some then get fumbled then at the village. They get fumbled then because we all come on a village somewhere. Now that's Alundi. So they know, then people and then a village, then get their mama, then old mama, then granny, then cousin, then auntie, then uncle, then and then village then. But then rather than at the western area, they enjoy them frivolous life, and the people in the die upline. People in the suffer upline. And even out in the western area, because now free tongue, then Christmas, then they can get go to the village, go make dance and go enjoy themselves. So free tongue again nothing for Kego. Who said them go pull an upline? And we believe in subsistence agriculture. All right, now there people they make plants small for get money for sale. Now goods and services transportation are expensive. How then go move them banana from the village to Freetown? How they go move them plantain and then pineapple and whatever. I mean, people are wicked. The leaders are wicked. Let we pray, let God give you a compassionate leader. We get heart for the people of Sierra Leone. When a servant, we come for serve with people. Right now, Sierra Leone is unstable economically. It's unstable. There's corruption, there's hatred, there's envy, there's jealousy, and all this will happen when the people are poor and they don't have anything. They will result into all this kind of mayhems because they don't have anything. So me, they say the economy right now in Sierra Leone, you call anybody, they are suffering. They are hard. Things are difficult. And if you talk, then they can't go CID. If you talk, journalists or whatever, if you talk, you'll be locked up. Then go shut you up. And when they shut you up, when you come out, you wear green. You understand? I don't know what they go do to you behind that. But most of the women they see lately, when they lock them up, put them in the common, green clothes now in the wear. Then they give them promotion. But anyway, that's another story. All of the try for say, we they pray for the government. We they pray for people in power. Me, especially, I they pray for them. Let God give them a heart of compassion. May them see and then say, hey, na mi mama and na mi granny and na mi uncle and na mi auntie. Because I don't know one country. We all know one. We all connected. We are all connected. We are all one.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Mr. Kamara. Mrs. Pierre, you want to weigh in on that, eh?
Yeah. I know I wear green. Anyway, yeah.
If they lock you up, you wear green.
But on all seriousness, Mr. Mega, you know what? These people, the psychology, give us psychology, and they play by them. So when they lock you up, you come back, you know, one day in jail. So you get for wear green, but that not make it right. But for answer your question, Madam Valder, I want to look at from another point of view, where Mr. Mega look at I think when we go through this thing, attractive. Attractive because guess what? Too much laziness there in the country, idleness, not so lazy, idle, and we they get a lot of thieves. People then they thief because if you don't get something for you get for go thief. And this is not even attractive to investors, to foreigners when they can, where they boost the economy. They don't like that. They don't. You have for all you bag. If you don't be careful, your cell phone self go lost. Even your wig 98 go lost. Because these people are hungry. They have to eat. They have kids. Men have kids. They have to feed. You know what I mean? So I want to look at that point of view. They bring a lot of mayhem at the country. Tifman de beaucoup, and idleness beaucoup. And now I think I make with a hate with self because everybody angry, not angry. Everybody is hungry in the country. So hunger brings anger. If you not get money, you dey vex. So small thing and tell yourself. So not be surprised if you talk to person and politely they alapa you. So yeah. But all of that, and we also see for godchild prostitution, it's a lot of it because they have to feed. Somebody has to eat. Somebody has to buy clothes. Some of them do it for college, for school, and all of that. And not only that, the people then, the sick people then, they not get money for pay. For go pay for their health, salon not to a country where they go treat you first before you lay the money. The doctor therefore see the couple first, and a lot of people they die of conditions them were not necessary, and it's really sad. You know what I mean? Because of that, because of all of this, and then forget say the way they lead, the impact all of this. It's not only food, but what about the mental health? A lot of mental health issue. Our young kids are dying because of all of this. Depression is a lot, Madam Valda. If we go to that country, we screen for depression and anxiety on the young folks. It's a lot of them. And these people don't even believe these things exist, but it does exist. A lot of psychological issue going on because of the way the country is. Because the economy is terrible, because there is no jobs, because there is no employment. The medical system is terrible. You know what I mean? So we really, like Mr. Kamara said, we have to pray for leaders where God will give insight. And it's not like it's far-fetched. We look at is in Singapore. We look at Rwanda, all of this nation being through all of this that we're going through. And so it means we can. If we really want our nation to be developed, we can do it. We just need leaders that are sober-minded, leaders that have empathy, leaders that are compassionate, leaders that love what they do, that love the country. That's the kind of leaders that we want, that want
Indeed.
to work, that don't want to put the money before. I'll stop here.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Pierre. You raised some really good points there. I want to go back to something where Mr. Kamara say. Mr. Kamara talk about, that maybe we're going to make in ginger beer, or they make in yogurt, or in water, they freeze them for sale. And, they get light. Not a secret anymore, say, because of this light problem, some of them people there where they sell them tea, water, or ginger beer, or yogurt, they go freeze them stuff na the morgue, na the mortuary, among the body them, where they bring into question hygiene and health. Let me talk a little bit about with healthcare. From what I understand, if something be to you, you get for end up in a hospital. Before then they watch you, money get for don't cost. Before then give you bed, dirty, nasty mattress with stain with blood. Before then give you the handy, money for cost. Then they give you the mattress a empty one. Be cheat not did it. Before then give you be cheat, money for cost. Or then go tell you, say, bring you lapa and bring you buckets with your own. I don't know. Do you wanna help me on this one? How people then they manage? If you they force people and the economy is so tight that even the one the way they pay their light bill, they know they get the service. So then get for force for go make sure say their market no go scatter up and then because they need for eat. Then get for go pay na mortuary for freeze the item where they bring into question all of these hygiene practices or questionable hygiene practices. Diana, help me small. Mr. Kamara, I want to throw this to you because now you raise a little bit of that where you really talk.
Valda, this is near and dear to my heart. And we need to pray for Sierra Leone.
Mm-hmm.
If we were there abroad, we have any means to help our people over there medically, please, at the appeal, please, let's do it. It is sad and deplorable. And anytime I go to Sierra Leone, I get the opportunity sometimes to go into some hospitals. Even to the so-called good hospitals, they don't have what it takes. And, you get sick in Sierra Leone, it's like death penalty.
Mm-hmm.
All right? If you get sick in Sierra Leone, pray to God. It's not complicated because you'll be dead. Okay? All right. So Sierra Leone, mostly people get malaria, typhoid. And that because of those things we talk about, a lot of mosquitoes and infection. There's a lot of those things happening there because it's a trickle-down domino effect. The country, there's poverty, inequality, and the people are wicked. Some of them are wicked leaders. Okay? Now, you go hospital for even malaria medicine, then go write you prescription. And malaria medicine supposed to be free in Sierra Leone.
Mm-hmm.
You should get malaria medicine. But when you go, doctor look at you get malaria, you get typhoid, medicine, or they write you prescription. You don't get money for go buy that medicine, then I die business. So you they die. People are dying in Sierra Leone for diseases where it's treatable and it's over the counter in countries like that. So me at the appeal, any of you they out here, we're able to get hospital bed, any hospital thing, medicine, whatever, do you send and salon. Send and salon, the only thing, let not land at the bad hand, may not have somebody in pharmacy. So take them and go distribute them. They need it. And they do that right now, and I encourage people to do that. The police, the Sierra Leone police, I just gave them 2 containers, 2 40-foot containers of medical supplies. So may they help the Sierra Leone police. All right? Now they can do to them family because the Sierra Leone police, now the badge make them different. But Sierra Leoneans like we all. They get family them, they get mama, they get papa, they get picking them. So now people them. I don't have anything against the uniform, but they are human beings like myself. So we give them 34 hospital. I give them Connaught Hospital, we give them. I mean, over 20 hospitals in the country where are the if I get Naya and the send for them. Do you the medical is so deplorable in Sierra Leone. If we can do anything to help our country, health is wealth. When somebody get well body, it able to go fenam. Yeah, but we sick with malaria, typhoid, you know, able to buy Cipro, you know, able to buy Malfan, because Malfan maybe 30, 40,000, but that person don't get them. Now die, they die so. And malaria always affect you get the brain, you don't turn jaundice, now that thing they capping. People they die of dry cough. And they get people and they call me now, this person get dry cough, I say, when I can't go hospital. But by the time they reach it, they say, "Pa, we don't take the scan. The thing not scatter all over my body because they don't they sit down at house. They don't get money for go hospital. Then the men of that country way. And some of these things is simple antibiotics. You understand? So it's so deplorable in our country, the medical facility. And when you go even at the big hospitals, when they don't give you the bill, if you don't get money, now die, they die.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they say, okay, this medicine, and they do and I had them for fly, you go Ghana, go past through Lungi back, and then hit you with the taxes. It's what I'm telling you. It's all connected. If we lead and really compassionate, and then people in the die, they say they get family member them because of what they call them come out. They get connections. They get cousin and auntie or uncle then at the country where they feel them. They make that when they make that after that election where they posting out this song here. APC, SLPP now we all they suffer. Hey, and that's true. It no matter who, you not green or you not red or because you go to market, you ask for that tola. Then they say you know APC, SLPP, then they lick you. We all they pay the same. You understand? So do I beg me, the leader them, and people over there in the medical industries, I let some other people and they are there where they help. Not to me one they do this. There are many people also that are doing it, but it's not enough. If the government really step up, you know, it's not enough. There are many, especially the village. Imagine Freetown. Then imagine the villages, how people are dying for medical, then infection. Yeah, then we think of because hey, let God help we. Me, anytime I think of that, I cry because I know our people are dying for over-the-counter drugs and something where they can be treatable, you know. But our leaders are so wicked. They're so wicked. You send something there right now, maybe then they sell them. If you don't monitor them, you know, kind of the good hand, then they sell them, you know. But I pray to God the thing that they send. And because we can ask them back, say, hey, I do, what I don't give, what are the beneficiaries? Una give the people them. You know, una supply them. Do you have big gloves? They don't have gloves. Can you imagine? Gloves. So when you go hospital, doctor wants to see you, you get to go buy the gloves for the doctor.
Yes.
Now plastic bag then go use now the villages. So I will ship gloves and give them gloves. Use gloves because you go transfer infection. We don't have that, Balda. It's sad. Anyway, last up, I can rant about medical in a salon all day.
Thank you, Mr. Kamara. Mrs. Pierre, you want to weigh in on that, Andy?
Yeah, sure. Wasn't that the question again? Sorry.
Well, Mr. Megabi mentioned, you know, that Mamina village where they sell in ice, they call in water for sale, and they pay in electricity bill, but not they get the electricity. So because of that, then they outsource the freezing of the market to the mortuary, where they definitely bring into question hygiene and you know, it cascade into health issues. And I mentioned, say, when you reach in a hospital, if something be, you reach in a hospital for letting you empty mattress with blood soaked, blood stained for years, money get for course. And at the empty mattress in the give. For let them give bed sheet, money get for course, or then go take
Yeah.
back home. So I mean, they talk about how this healthcare day na salon. Now that's not the question.
Yeah. Mr. Mege, it's not only you that is there to your heart. I think all of us do experience that somehow. I think me why I don't go the 3 times and so far I don't go, or many times I don't go salon. I don't spend time at the hospital. And like Mr. Mege say, the most expensive hospital I don't did I can tell you my own experience where a person gets to when I'm in mama, as a healthcare person, I understand what it means for stroke, and they not even get a crisis line. They not get stroke team. Well, cannot get stroke team. I call, but then say how the stroke team is out. That was 3 o'clock. They could not get to the stroke team because they all went on vacation. This is the government hospital. Went to the private, and my mom were in line, and somebody came and gave them money, and they let the person go, and we were still in line. So this is the kind of thing we're talking about, and the system for itself. Salon really need a restructure, and I'm really hoping the next leader will come will think and how for restructure that. So talking about the hygiene system, people they die for things that really were not necessary. Weighing a medication where it be say easy 5 days antibiotic for cure them, then they die because of that. And it really sad because it's not only one thing, Madam Vala, it's not only the infection, but when you get this infection, when you go now the healthcare system for they're able to provide them. And the other thing what I want to talk about also, we healthcare workers, and then they do well, but also the kind of training where they get is hard. I think at one of the show, Doc talk about how you do experiments, you don't have labs. So that is a problem. And you can see as a healthcare provider, I'm not bashing them. It's not my intention. I just want to make a disclaimer. But you can see the deficit in some of it. If you are into health, medical, when you sit there, you can see that they are well trained, but experiment also makes it good. You know what I mean? Those who have traveled, you can see the difference from those who are trained there. And so a lot of misdiagnosis can happen also, a lot. And the facility is not equipped enough. If we talk about electricity, some things and they will require electricity. Now a hospital, and we not get electricity, then supplies and they not going to be available. How we for treat with people then? So it's like where everybody they say where you sick na salon, it's really like a death sentence. Me not even I can tell people that say make sure if not surgery, make sure you inquire properly, because there are a lot of complication that afterwards and that they make you worried about, and it can be a lot of complication. There is no gloves, there is no stethoscope. My dad went to the hospital for 3 years. They could not figure out he has cancer. Somebody from the US had to make that diagnosis when they travel there. Then I send them, they will make scans. So this is the kind of health system where we get, you know what I mean? And this man, they go to hospital all the time. And they're not able to make that diagnosis there because if you say no man a heartburn get, which was a cancer, we don't already spread.
Wow.
How did they miss that? There was even what is called a lump that they didn't see because they touch the patient. They not get gloves for access and touch the patient. So you see what I mean? So it's a lot of work that we need, and I'm hoping that this person will they come next time, because this party already, you can see say they're not interested. They're just interested for raise tax, for raise transportation, and where other things, and they will need work. The healthcare system now place will need work, and then they alone in itself, they also they derail the economy, because if me not tourist and also your healthcare system not good, I'm not going there. I'm not. And if I get disease, people that we don't do now, so when I say Leone and them, we don't do now overseas for a long time, they have chronic condition, they know they go because we cannot manage them. So all of this is problematic. I'll stop here.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Pierre. Let we take a brief break. We go play some commercial info now. We want make una see some things and make una refresh your mind again. Anybody we want to call in, the number then did it, the WhatsApp number did it, the number for Europe and North America did it. So una watch the resources on the screen, and we'll take a brief 2-minute break. Thank you.
For quality education for your child or ward, Leone International Academy is your best bet. The school offers quality education from daycare to nursery, primary, junior and senior secondary levels. At Leone International Academy, the pupils get the best from a pool of well-trained and qualified teachers. The notch about the school is that French is compulsory from classes 3 to SSS levels. Computer studies from nursery to SSS levels. The school provides well-structured, ventilated and spacious classrooms with adequate seating accommodation. Bus services provided to and from strategic points negotiated by both parents and administration. Leone International Academy has an ultra-modern laboratory and state-of-the-art IT facilities. The school also has a standardized and modernized boarding hub for both boys and girls. Bring your child or ward to Leone International Academy at Momo Drive, Juba. For more information, please call 079-549-080 or 078-603-506 or 078-369-919. We offer both WAS and IGCS curriculum in Freetown. The Leone International Academy has a branch at Mosuba, Makeni with similar facilities. So in Makeni, enroll your children from nursery, primary to JSSS levels. In Makeni, please contact the following numbers: 076 748 702 or 077 802 580 or 079 549 080 or 076 622 999. Leone International Academy is the best school in town.
Okay, viewers and listeners, welcome again to the Unifier Hour. Wow, I am pleased to say that we get the Unifier, Dr. Richard Conte, don't join me for this latter part of the broadcast. And I want to bring her on for bring Guna greetings. Dr. Conte.
Yeah, Fambule, good evening. Mega and Adi, thank you.
Thank you, Doc.
For contributions. I've been
Yes.
follow the program. It was very good.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Conte. We're very pleased to have you on. And Dr. Conte, as usual, I bring you on because I want to make you a lot more small. And this discussion will be to get around the economy and with national debt. Like I say, claims going around social media say we national debt is 95% of we GDP, and that we GDP of INSEF don't fall by a full percentage point over the last 5 years. How then did they impact we economy and we people them where you get such a high debt load?
Yeah, thank you very much, Valda. In the last program, we get both the domestic debt, and we get the foreign debt. I think so that figure the way you announce so, now the foreign debt, that it is out of this world. But when they come into governance, they be sure we say they're not going to do any domestic borrowing. In fact, they criticize the APC government, say with the trespass back. But what thing don't happen now is that the level of domestic debt who we get unparalleled in the economic history of Sierra Leone, and things are just in shambles. But what's even worse, like that they spend what they not get, which means the situation they get worse by the day. And the only way where they feel say they be able for address the situation and reverse the trend, now for continue for increased taxes. And they explain why in the Finance Act of 2024, they therefore announced a whole range of tax increases. Sadly, these tax increases, they bring with them their own set of problems. And we see even in one of the cases, make us start with the toll, that even Parliament get for intervene and say, wait, we're not stop first. Then we take a look at the whole issue and we pray that it not go just be another cosmetic way for address issues. But with the hope and pray say Parliament could take a closer look at what they intend for do and look at the interest of the people. It is not just about doing what is economically feasible at a particular time, but also waiting realistic under the prevailing circumstances, especially when you take into consideration, for say, any increase in tariffs, especially the toll, will affect everything else. The price of commodities into Freetown and out of Freetown into the provinces. And when you set that against the situation where we're already so bad off, it's terrible. We also don't look at this issue, or we need to look at this issue from the point of how they affect the economy. We if we look at the real value of money. Now, one thing for just say we don't increase salaries by X%. So the person salary, they go from 800,000 to, example, 800 leones to 1,000 leones, or 800,000 to 1 million leones. Excellent. They don't do well. However, if you not look at this amount, what you able to buy for you at the end of the day, and this is the dilemma we face in Sierra Leone. Every year, the government they increase taxes. Then when they increase taxes, then they say they don't increase salary. But at the end of the day, when the poor man gets that salary, they enable buy with they buy trade with the old money. Now this have been explained the last time I say when APC be there in power, they been get a minimum wage of 600,000. But 600,000 at the time they give you 3 bag rice. Now they get a minimum wage of 800,000. But then they even buy you a bag of rice. Which one better? Keep people me 600,000, give me 3 bag rice, or you go make an 800 and you buy 1 bag rice. This is the dilemma where we face in our country at the moment. But what's even worse, now the fact that these tax increases, they kill the private sector. Me a businessman. When you increase salaries just like that without thinking of the effect, and you increase all taxes, with that burden come back on the businessman, you increase salaries just like that. They kill businesses because at the end of the day, we're not able again for employ people. We're not able for sustain with businesses. We close down. What are they suffer? Now the poor employees who been get now we businesses where not able for get job again, and then they're out there. And for each employee where you sack, if you look at an average household of 6 people, for each employee where you sack, and 6 people you don't starve. And when you multiply that past by the thousands where they lay off as a result of bad businesses, it's challenging. I be listening to Abi where they even talk about the Leone Airport. We not even begin realize yet the effect of the Leone Airport. 2 weeks ago, I tell them, say, waiting get for happen like that. Even flights will stop for Canas alone because it's too expensive. It is not only the passenger where the burden done too much for them because ticket price they go up and all the rest of it. But even the airlines, they run into bad business. The cost of landing now Leone Airport don't skyrocket. All the other charges now Leone Airport don't skyrocket. So Freetown don't become one of the most expensive airports for flying to. So I'm not surprised that the airlines that will stop for Can because the passenger volumes will for sustain them for medical continue for Ghana and Sierra Leone, they don't reduce. So in a bad business. I talked to somebody where fly out of Sierra Leone, then they say we reach Liberia. The number of foreign airlines where they fly into Monrovia International Airport, there's so plenty. You see about 4 or 5 planes on the tarmac just when they land. Whether they transit on SN Brussels for going to Europe. And it's not happening in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, where one plane can do, it takes 6 hours, 7 hours, one other one can do back. It takes back before the one can do. And when they can do, the passengers where they can are free to very few. So now most people they fly through Guinea. And so we they help for build the economy of Guinea and kill we Bonaparte. Because of these increases in tariffs across the board, because of these increases in taxes across the board, the cost for ship into Sierra Leone, it will become one of the most expensive anywhere in the world. And that happened, people know the ship. If I now ship will for take 4 weeks for Ghana Freetown, it didn't for take 6 weeks, 8 weeks, because they say that the ship go for Morocco, then offload, force all the cargo, then they begin with stay, then get. You know, you have to like upline motokade. Then get. Say you then get enough goods for justify for can dock in Africa. You know, and so at the end of the day, the cost of shipment into we ports become so high, and when that becomes so high, it also reduce the consumers where they come. And when they increase all of these costs, it becomes a very difficult situation for we country for deal with. And I think say we get to deal with that. Tourism, somebody mentioned tourism just now. Tourism in Ghana, now one of the second or the third largest revenue earner. Tourism, now the Gambia, the largest revenue earner for Ghana, for Gambia. They make so much money from tourism. But one of the reasons why they make so much money from tourism is because the cost of a ticket to Gambia is less than half the cost of a ticket from Europe to Sierra Leone. So if the average European want for go holiday, who side go? If you get for pay $3,000 for come to Freetown, and then they pay $1,000 for go to the Gambia, who side you go? You go buy a ticket to the Gambia, you pay $1,000, and then use the $2,000 for pay hotels. And because the overheads for the hotels in Gambia also very low, the federal say even the hotel costs in Gambia also very low. And so then they attract businesses, then they attract tourists. And when tourists and they come into a country, it gets a snowball effect, a positive snowball effect on the economy. So when you look at the economy, the last way don't bad off pass on at the wage bill. I'll be telling us say when APC been the left office, the wage bill was about 160 billion per month.
Sorry, Dr. Conte, if I can just ask you, where you they say the wage bill, what you they refer to, sir? Waiting at the wage bill.
Wage bill are the total amount of money they take for pay salaries per month.
Okay.
Per month, the salaries where they pay to the people in Australia where they work for government. Then the APC term will be left, that'll be about 160 billion per month. Then we neighbor there, when they don't come, now it is over 400 billion per month and rising because they know they pass. You know,
Dr. Conte, sorry, I can ask a question about that. Okay, so wow, that's an incredible increase. Now, because the employee them balloon or waiting caused this massive increase in the wage bill.
It's a whole range of factors. One, when you go into the offices, then just the employee, then just the employee. They don't go through any proper recruitment procedure. They don't go into any proper process, forget the right type of people for filling. They just say, yeah, this person here na paupa, so you forget job. And you get a job. Inside State House, they argue, say, we've been getting 124 people, the whole of State House, all put together, all the various departments and offices and agencies where they work on the State House have been 124 people. Now they don't pass 500 if you put them all together.
Wow.
You know, and the types of salaries where they pay people, all these agencies where they under the vice president's office and the president's office, the type of salaries where they pay people, the advisors where they don't appoint across the board, everyone they get new advisor. If now they can't begin get where they appoint new advisor for Gary, because we get advisor for rice, advisor for potato, advisor for cassava, advisor for all things get advisor now.
I can advise you for the Gary.
They will get one for Gary very soon because the situation.
It's not funny. It's funny.
It's not funny. It's not
terrible. And if you add on top of that, then get a very lavish lifestyle. The amount of money they spend on international travel using private jets,
goodness, yes,
not even using commercial transport, using private jets. I mean, if you have money, they use hallelujah. But for use saloon money for the higher private jet, for the travel around, when the country they afford them. In fact, the bad thing is that we'll not even know the damage we don't cause until we get a change of government. Now we'll know the damage.
Yeah.
Because we're not even sure, say, we money in city today, they steal. We're not even sure. We're not even sure. We're not even sure, say, we money na petroleum directorate today. We're not even sure. We're not even sure, say, we money na committee. Because there were some of these institutions where they generate resources on their own, they keep up. But then now they can't implement, like I say they introduced, they can't implement the single treasury account. So they put all their money here inside the CRF, so they just spend them.
Easy access.
Spend them. And they don't spend until now the money don't down, now they trust. So that could be the long-term effect on the country. So in a nutshell, they say the country, the economy, they are this. When they look at debt sustainability ratio, that is the ability of the government for sustaining itself, it at the stage of critical now. It don't bad off. Pass back. It's really, really terrible, and not only God in divine intervention and go save this country. But based upon what they happen, they not seem forget a clue. They are clueless. They not seem forget a clue about what they need for do for reverse this trend. But one simple thing I want to tell you, dear, una stop for spend waiting una not get. Reduce taxes, because when una increase taxes, una they introduce additional burdens on the average Sierra Leonean. Una try for ensure, say, we minerals where God don't bless you with, una attract credible investors for car exploiter. But then when they harvest them, one, let we get the real value for we exports. But then more importantly, when they begin add value to some of these things inside the country. When they begin add value before they export, we will create more jobs. And everybody will be happy as a country. Now when you pass a street, all my heart warm. Not to enter on a hard up. Even inside the household, Mr. and Mrs. If you see the dinner host, alter quick no more, bye, don't begin kind of say, hard up the next day. You know, that is how bad Shalom is. And to close, we get this menace of drugs. Push.
Wow.
We don't know. And sadly, if the rumors hold the area, now anything for go by, the origin of this kush, look at the other.
Right.
When the facts will come out, it could be embarrassing. Because even for we as Sierra Leone, for realize say people that we're supposed to protect with, now then rather they come with things that for damage will begin them. It is a very bad state. So may God help us the country.
Yeah.
Thank you
Doc.
so much, Dr. Conte. Thank you very, very much for throwing so much light on this issue of the economy. You mentioned something. You mentioned about if they get investors made and do the proper way, investors in areas of we mineral and with natural resources, we country truly blessed in that area. If not gold, we get world-class gold. We get world-class diamonds. In fact, with diamond, they are one of the most sought after diamonds now the entire globe. But I want to ask about this investment process. I don't know if not something where you are aware of, but there's a video where they make the rounds on social media about sand mining. Then they in Leone get your own implications with respect to the environment and with biodiversity and climate change and all that. But what I want to ask is, when within this video they claim is that there's a procedure, say when you want to buy sand from this particular place, really apparently it's really good quality sand from a freshwater source. You go now you building, go pay, and then they give you paper, then you go pick up your sand, and Chinese man then they manage or they run this pickup area of the sand. And the question where the person we post them when they ask is whether or not then people here get the proper license for operate, and how is this operation happening that you have to pay in Freetown, where the source of the Sansan, the upline, I'm sorry, I don't remember the place name, there's somewhere upline, where suppose for benefit the immediate locality, but it looked like the money they did in Freetown. I don't know if you know anything about this, Dr. Conte.
I don't hear about them, but you don't crash me across more on the issue of private investment to Sierra Leone. Since I've been Minister of Trade and Industry before, I want rob more panellists more. No country, not a flourish without a vibrant private sector. No country, not a flourish without foreign direct investment. No country, nor get any better indicator of things being well than having a buoyant economy where they get foreign capital inflows into the country, because they get a direct effect on the exchange rate, you get a direct effect on the availability of foreign exchange at the country, we get a direct effect on inflation and other factors, etc., etc. Waiting we been do for our information between 2011 and 2012, 2013. Sierra Leone in 2011, 2012 became the 6th most improved country in the world for ease of doing business. We attract investors to this country so much so that we host inside Freetown, for the first time ever, and maybe the only time ever, an international investment forum. We attract over 300 foreign investors. And because of that inflow of investors into Sierra Leone become the fastest growing economy in Africa. In fact, now Ebola can well the business small for we as a country. But even at that, because we resort to a cash budget system, to a stringent fiscal discipline regime, we will succeed for even pay people for 2 years who do not work, but they receive their salaries on time for 2 years. The economy survive. It drop to -20, but we'll pick them up again. By the time we hand over, we are +6% growth rate. So see, because of the management capacity will be there in place that the Ministry of Finance and the overall government management structure where they under the president and it's by Kuruma. So we need for bringing investors, and the best person for campaign or for advertise or for help encourage other credible investors for come into your country that the one that we get at present.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the one that inside the country, then they move out, then there's no way where you go attract credible ones for coming. That's the dilemma we don't get that Sierra Leone. Now, only 419 investors that they can at Sierra Leone now.
Wow.
Only 419 investors where they can for can rip off. No good intention. Then they come, they can't get a very good concession. They pretend like say that they start the next year, they don't sell. And each one when they come, they ask for tax-free holidays, they ask for all types of incentives. So the government really not they benefit much, and the greatest loser are the people of Sierra Leone. And when you think of the overall security situation, when you think about the financial system where they're in place, where also the staff, because they know they attract foreign capital into the banks. When you look at the road network system, the pace at which we be done to improve a road network, it be done to go at such a rapid pace. We be done to open up the country to the point that by now, you for commode Freetown and go Kwendu, take breakfast at Freetown, lunch at Kwendu, and come back and take dinner at Freetown. All of these things don't well. All of this don't start. Nothing new is happening. So Sierra Leone, as I say, need a rescue package. We are determined to launch a rescue mission. For rescue the Sierra Leone from the claws of these people, we're determined for destroy the country. We're determined for ruin the country. We're determined for mess the country. We have to rescue this country. But that's a discussion we're going to go into deeper in another day. And we need a team of people with shared mind, a shared passion across the political divide, across the ethnic divide, because we are unifiers. And we believe that as Sierra Leoneans, now we're responsible for rescuing the country. This issue where they talk about, they're just one of those things. They are sharing our country as if na rest where they cook be heard, all my they can dish you, they dish. So even the Sansan and the Roque River, they don't get into one power person where they work with some Chinese. They get to work with some Chinese because they need somebody who gets the dredging machines for able to dredge and pull the Sansan for that. Because when you want to do certain high-rise buildings, you're not going to use the Sansan from the ocean because it gets salt. And the salt, they lead cause corrosion, the erode, the rust. And so the integrity of the building will be compromised. So you need fresh water. Like American embassy, where they build now fresh water Sansan that they use. So now even that Sansan where we own people them, been they make money from. Where if you drive to McKinney, you pass by that bridge now we get two name. You pass by that bridge there, we call it Magbele Bridge. Now they don't get other name. If you pass by that bridge there, you look at the right hand side, you be they see where people and they pull Sansan that they pack up. Man, they go with tipper, they car load and they sell. Then say they don't pull the people and they now Chinese man they know they do. Working in cohort with the power partners. And this is the pattern in every sector of the economy. Every sector. Then they gradually push this Serenian from a meager source of livelihood. Fishing. The reason why they see boats there, they say, people know they don't left for fish, Then they stop there for fish and left the fishing Chinese. Wow. Then they stop there. It's not a crime. They don't used to introduce all kind of regulations. Then they will hunt them. So they cannot go to fish. So now instead they have the Chinese there with their trawlers. They don't know what they fish. These are the issues. And then when they fish, the sad part is the fish know the land na Freetown. Then get these big boats where they come, they park just outside with territorial waters.
Wow.
Now they go offload the fish onto those vessels, they take them away. Most of the time, because we now fulfill yet all the requirements to make we able to export with fish, for example, to Europe. They don't depend on it forever. Then one of the tasks where and not be succeed for complete, because I only take 2 years at the Ministry of Trade before I move. I wish I be stay longer. That issue for them be something to be passed, because me a goal getter, when I want to try to get a hoop for don't solve that problem day, but it will be solved some other day. So now then they take this fish to those vessels, they take and go Senegal, then process it in Senegal, then they export it from Senegal. Senegal makes money, Ghana makes money, and not Sierra Leone. These are some of the ways in which then they reap this country of the resources. Fish alone don't suppose to make Sierra Leone a rich country. Fish alone. We're a natural endowment, but we know they even get enough for sustainable markets. So this is the problem we face. They are depriving our people of their meager sources of livelihood. Now, if you go in a village, you want for build house in a village, forget better bold safe. Who people them, they go now forest, then cut one, find tick, then they even keep the veranda, they be see that they lay them board and the veranda then say it cure is season, and then they use for roof their houses there. Now pass you go cut raw money. And then the certificate for go far into the bush. Because then Chinese don't go all over the place with power saw. They don't cut all the wood. And sadly, they know they replace. They know they replace. They know they replace. They know they plant. And this is the dilemma we face as a country. We can keep talking about these things on and on, but it's really pathetic that the appropriate measures are not being taken for redress the situation. But I believe at the appropriate time, when APC come back into governance very soon, I believe say we go take the appropriate steps collectively for reverse these trends and put Salone back on the right pedestal for sustainable growth and development.
Thank you so much, Dr. Conte. Wow, what a revelation. You know, sometimes we know some of the issues, but we only know Pantap. And you don't can give me some clear insights into some of within Salone they go through. We are almost at the end of the time for today. But wow, you raise a number of things where hopefully we next session I will pick up on them one day. But for today, I want to bring back all the panelists and give each one an opportunity for saying goodbyes. We're not gonna get any callers in today. We're not getting any questions in today, but I want for give una a chance for say bye to we listeners and we viewers. Mr. Kamar.
Hello, me fumble them. I tell Guna all thank you for listening to we, and it's such an honor to get Dr. Richard Conte back online with we, and he is so full of knowledge and understanding of the practical things that are happening on the ground in Sierra Leone that we can sit here hours and hours just to listen to him. But again, we are the unifiers. For unify we country. We got a very weak regulation system, corruption. We got a very inadequate institutions in Sierra Leone. We all need to come together with somebody like Dr. Richard Conte for help people who make Salone a better place. Fumble them. God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. Kamara. Mrs. Pierre.
Family, I want to thank you for listening to we, and we're glad you're back for getting Dr. Richard Conte. Please share next week. I'm sure it's gonna be packed of information as they join we. And me own goodbye now to the people of APC. That we come together, that we unite, that we know make ambition divide we because now for one country and Salona we all. On a good night.
Thank you, Mrs. Pierre. And as usual, the last couple of minutes now for Dr. Conte, the unifier, for giving message to the people of Sierra Leone as well as to the APC supporters. Dr. Conte.
Yeah, I'll keep it very short today. I want to just tell everybody, thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry that we missed last week and part of the program today. I want to say, starting next week, I will come back fully on board and give this opportunity for you just engage and share with thoughts on some of the issues where they challenge you. So that will go spur we for move on. Today we've been get a press conference. Now not a press conference, sorry. We've been getting a laying out for one of we Papa Sheki in Pikindem, we died, Dr. Jongo P. Stevens. And during the laying out, we get a call from one of we young former ministers for unity. He said, Lord left the badat, Lord left the backbiting, Lord left the half-half fet, Lord left the half-half enmity, but let we come together. Let be each other's keeper. Let be each other's keeper, each other's helper, and let we see how together we can build a strong and more vibrant APC. Because if APC has to rescue Sierra Leone, it will take a united APC for mount a rescue mission for rescue Sierra Leone. And the leader, the chairman of the party, tell we say, the tripartite is going on. We are committed to it. We'll get the best out of it, but the party activities also get for go on. So we'll get for move on with the tripartite committee and work, and we'll move on with the party and work because together we'll get what we want for the country, what we want for the party, and may God bless the country, Sierra Leone.
Thank you so much, Dr. Conte. Well, fumble them. Una thank you for listening to we. Una don't hear this and no say no to any strange talk or any new talk to any of we. For no say united we stand and divided we will fall. Me Navalda Kaikai, the host of the Unifier Hour. Una thank you.